Hey there LT gamers, welcome back to the channel. My name is Tom and today we've got an exciting video for all you Mount and Blade Bannerlord fans out there. We're going to be delving into the world of total conversion mods that have breathed new life into this epic medieval sandbox game. So from epic fantasy realms to historical overhauls, we've got it all covered here. I made a video on this some time ago, but I feel like it's due an update, particularly considering some of those mods have now been discontinued. So I will look through each mod in this format. We're going to look at the current status of the mod. We're going to look at future looking forward roadmap for the mod. And then what is my verdict? Who is this for? Who is going to get enjoyment? Hopefully you guys are going to connect with it. And if you do, please drop us a like. Give us a comment on your thoughts. Did I miss any of the total conversions out? And of course, please subscribe to our journey to 10k. Me and Luke are really excited to bring you new videos and fresh content. Let's jump in. Now, our first mod on the list is one called Europe 1100. This mod is a fantastic historical overhaul that transports you to Europe at the dawn of the 12th century. It relies on Lemmy's Europe map and boasts an impressive array of custom kingdoms, clans and NPCs. But what makes this one truly remarkable is the attention to detail and the strive for historical accuracy. As of the last update, Europe 1100 features an impressive list of content, including 26 kingdoms, 185 historical clans complete with accurate banners, 464 lords, all based on real-life individuals, and over 19 playable cultures. There are custom troop trees as well, with historically accurate units for each faction, as well as historically relevant mercenary clans with unique units and leaders as well. Now, the roadmap for this mod, the creators of Europe 1100 have some exciting plans in store for the future. This includes expanding the roster of playable factions and cultures, renaming and redistributing settlements for greater historical accuracy, and adding historically relevant text for settlements, factions, and NPCs. So you can really see the strive here to push that agenda and have it be a very engrossing and immersive mod. So my verdict on this mod is that in its current state, Europe 1100 offers an incredibly detailed and historically immersive experience for Bannerlord players. And it's a must try for those who crave immersion, and the thought of playing in 12th century Europe is appealing. The mod boasts already a substantial amount of fresh content and has a really thriving Discord community to support it. However, one thing I would say is that the mod is primarily the work of a single creator to the best of what I could ascertain, which means implementation might take some time. Nonetheless, I would say Europe 1100 is a gem for our history aficionados and enthusiasts and deserves a spot in your Bannerlord mod library. Next up, we have the Land of Sika, thrilling fantasy total conversion mod for Bannerlord. This mod introduces players to a wondrous realm filled with mystery and legend. It not only overhauls and rebalances game mechanics, but also brings to life a unique environment and setting that features 8 distinct main factions and an engaging storyline that unravels the secrets of this enchanting land. Some key features to highlight here would be the 8 main unique factions and numerous minor factions, all with culture and history that have been written for them. A brand new storyline that delves deep into the lore of Sika, allowing players to shape the fate of the world, and a very dynamic kingdom system where you have kingdoms emerging, kingdoms can be destroyed, and you can also have the ability to build your own settlements and custom troops, adding a very unique level of customization to this game. There's a host of other features as well which you can check out, but what I would say is if we go to the roadmap on this mod, here's where things can get a little bit uncertain. Despite the mod's potential and I would say captivating features, it seems relatively quiet on the update front. At the time of researching, I couldn't locate a specific roadmap for the mod anywhere, and the most recent message from the development team dates back to February 2023 on their Discord channel, where they're simply looking for people to help with the mod support team. So the verdict on this one is, without a doubt, the Land of Sika is one of the most different, original and interesting mods for Bannerlord. Its ambitious features and enchanting fantasy world are truly impressive. However, the lack of recent updates and visible roadmap is a cause for concern, and it is just possible that the devs are waiting for stability from the Tail World side of things, so less frequent mod breaking updates. But there is a question mark over the future on this one. So it's one to keep an eye on and one to hope for further development, and please join the links below and add your voice to those that chorus waiting for this. Our next mod is another historical immersion one, and this one is called Anno Domini 1259. And it is a total conversion designed to be played in conjunction as well with the Lemmies Europe campaign map. This mod is a dedicated effort to transport players to the 13th century this time, within the world of Bannerlord. So every kingdom, clan, noble, settlement and troop is meticulously converted to fit the historical backdrop of the 13th century. Some of the highlights to you here is that, obviously it is 13th century Europe complemented by the European campaign map, so there's a high degree of immersion already there. It also draws heavy inspiration from two mods that were in Warband, so AD 1257 and Medieval Europe, using those lord houses, troop trees and elements as the foundation. So if you were a fan of those, you'll probably be a fan of this one. And it aims to bring a clean and historically accurate 13th century European experience to Bannerlord, scrubbing away any remaining native elements. In terms of roadmap and future updates for this mod, there's nothing set in stone that I could find, but I would say that Anno Domini 1259 has a very active community and dev team, and you can see this immediately when you go into the Discord. There's an ongoing dialogue with player community, and they seem deeply committed to the mod's overhaul and continued work upon it. From a verdict perspective, I have to say I thoroughly enjoy this mod, and the dedication of the community and development team is evident through their active Discord engagement, and I think it promises continued development and deeper immersion into this historical setting. The mod is a fantastic choice if you have a penchant for history and anyone who wants to just step into the shoes of a 13th century lord and, cause havoc across the continent. It truly captures the essence of this era. Now the pendulum is moving back toward the fantasy end of the spectrum as we're journeying into the realm of Westeros and Essos with Realm of Thrones. Total conversion mod that introduces the world of Bannerlord into the world from the hit HBO series Game of Thrones, and of course the book series as well. We're talking the original series in this regard. It's a sprawling, immersive experience with hundreds of characters and over 20 kingdoms. So you have everyone from the free folk of the north to the Dothraki of the Great Grass Sea. Some key highlights here would include the setting of the War of the Five Kings, which will be familiar to fans of the series, allowing players to join in the struggle for control of the Seven Kingdoms. It features all the major houses and characters from the series, including the Starks, Lannisters, Baratheons, Targaryens, and more. And each faction has unique units and tactics requiring players to learn and then strategize, and of course use diplomacy as well to gain an advantage in the ongoing conflict. Now, the roadmap for this mod, it's always been actively updated since I started playing. I didn't find a strict roadmap, but since I've played, I've seen additions from undead units and giants, and now we even have dragons in the mod. That's right, we got dragons. So the steady stream of updates, shows the passion of the creators and indicates that Realm of Thrones has a bright and exciting future ahead. My verdict is that Realm of Thrones is undoubtedly one of the finest total conversion mods available out there, and the development team deserves immense credit for their consistency and passion in bringing the world of fire and ice to life within Bannerlord. It captures the essence of the Game of Thrones series and offers a really fun and, most notably immersive experience, making it a must-play for any fan of the show or the books, and of course Bannerlord. There is another mod that features, that focuses on Game of Thrones as well. I'm not going to feature that one because I saw a little bit of controversy surrounding that, and for now I don't think it's in a state where I really want to review it, as it has been walked back to just a troop troop mod in the current state. Welcome to the Old Realms, LT Gamers, a thrilling modification for Bannerlord that catapults us into the era of Karl Franz's rise to power. The mod's goal is to immerse players in the grim and dark world of Warhammer Fantasy, delivering an exceptional gaming experience along the way. Within the Old Realms, players will have a chance to meet and fight alongside iconic characters like Karl Franz and Grimgor Ironhide, for example, as well as explore renowned locations such as Castle Drakenhof. Behind this ambitious project is a dedicated team that started as a small group driven by their passion for both Bannerlord and Warhammer Fantasy, and this has grown over time, and the vision is nothing short of grand in scope. The roadmap wise, they did have a roadmap that I found at one point in time, but given how old that was, I think it would be unfair to hold that up for them now. What I would say, the development team maintains an extremely active presence within the monthly blog and also on the Discord. So there's always somewhere to get updates or see posts about what they're planning to work on. The current plans continue to unveil more factions from the Warhammer lore and focus on continuously expanding the player experience. My verdict on the Old Realms, that it is an absolute treasure trove of diverse playstyles, so you have everything from gunpowder and magic, and that equates to enjoyment. It's something very different. As a fan of Warhammer lore, the merger with one of my favourite games is an absolute delight. What sets this one apart is, I think, that it balances the fun and excitement for in the mod, along with, you know, a challenging environment and a real dive into this dark and captivating world. Definitely one to check out if you're looking for a different experience from Bannerlord and a mod that you know is going to be continued to work on over time. And our final stop of the day, LT Gamers, is a mod called Eagle Rising: Dawn of an Empire. A mod with an extremely promising vision to not have a historically accurate Roman Empire, but to bring Roman Empire and factions of that time into the world of Bannerlord. So the goal here is to bring players into the world of what they call Ancient Calradia, with a hopeful potential seamless into a historical map setting at a later date. The narrative here is that the tribes have arrived in Calradia and they've established themselves as a fledgling empire. And you can either witness the rise of this empire in the role of Rome, or play a role in its downfall during, at this time, a great turmoil and change. So you have a number of implemented factions that are there. The Rome faction, we have the Dacian faction, the Scythians, Celts, and more. There's also additional mechanics introduced, such as an armory system, where you can make armor based upon your affiliation, or gear based upon your affiliations. You have specialist mechanic, where there are units that you can unlock and bodyguards as your clan tier increases. And then there's settlement infrastructure changes as well, so you can improve towns in various ways. The roadmap for this mod is very promising, and we have a lot of factions on the horizon. One is the Laconia, which is going to be inspired by the Greek nations. So you're going to have Athens, Spartan, and Macedonia in the mix here. As well as that, we have the Parthian Empire on the horizon, as well as Germanic tribes. My verdict here is that Eagle Rising is without a doubt one of my personal favourites, and because it brings you the opportunity to experience the Roman Empire's glory within Bannerlord, and it's nothing short of amazing for that. The creators have poured an exceptional level of care and attention into this mod, so while it's not being historically accurate in the context, it does have a lot of historically accurate gear, armor, weapons, and so on. And what makes this even more intriguing is this vision they have to, I would say, create an ecosystem of mods where this one serves as the core and others build into it. I also must compliment it for being very compatible with other mods as I've played, for example, Serve as a Soldier, where I am basically fighting as a Roman legionary. And so this one has a really bright future and is a must play for anyone who enjoys Bannerlord, I believe. And that, LT Gamers, brings us to the end of our journey through these incredible Bannerlord Total Conversion mods. These passionate modders have transported us to worlds as diverse as Warhammer Fantasy and Westeros, to ancient Calradia and 13th century Europe, creating really immersive experiences that are going to make this game even more exceptional. As always, give your love and support to these mods below, and if you like what you see, definitely dive in and check out what these mods can offer you. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for more gaming content. And let us know in the comments which of these mods you have tried or you're going to want to try. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye now.